Hello guys, this is Victor from Vasco Consult. Thank you for watching. And today I want to show you 4 examples how we can solve annoying things on Power BI reports with calculation rules. Imagine that you have a dashboard with so many measures that it looks like a phone book. And what if you need to apply sophisticated conditional formatting? These are things that we are going to solve today with calculation groups. Imagine being able to create calculation logic and apply it all through your measures. That is what calculation group does. It gives you the power to create and apply a logic on every single measure that you want at once. So let's see how we can do this in practice. First, note that I am using the May 24 version of Power BI, which have this feature already available. So let's go and see how it works. One of the things that you have noted is these 4 measures here, which is for time intelligence, which is a classical problem. And imagine this measure here, which is the total span, all the period of time available on this report. But now imagine if I want to see just specific time frames of month to date, quarter to date, year to date, or the last year. I create 4 measures for that particular measure. But imagine if I need to do this for the other metrics I have here, like average price by item, like quantity purchase orders, or the quantity of suppliers. Imagine how fast this can increase the number of measures I need to include on my report. Now, we're gonna see how we are going to solve this calculation group. Let's go. First thing, go through the model view and find this model tab here available on the right side of your report. You're gonna see these all type of data categorized by types in your dashboard, and calculation group is the first one. Now let's create our first calculation group. See, I have here an item, and that function here is the main function we're going to use in calculation groups. So let's begin. First item I want to include is the month to date calculation, which can be done like simple measure, select calendar date, voila. Let's add now the other one that I want to visualize on my reports. That's it. Now you'll note that a table has been created at your table view, and you're gonna see this calculation group table. Let's just give a proper name for the column and theme, and group time intelligence, just for reference, right? Now we have that table here and that column that we can just push here and see how the magic works. Let's see, I want to see the month to date. Voila, that's what I am talking about. Imagine how many measures you are saving here. So let's see now if it matches the value. See that the total span is 62 billion, and let's see how was in the metric that you are the measure we had before. Voila, the same amount of value. That's, as you can see, it's working fine. And same thing with others. It's future, everything. You see how this chart is showing the data. It's a cumulative value until the end of the year. So that's how it works, right? Just let me transform this as a proper filter, right? Now we have our filter here available on the dashboard. Now let's go to a second example, which is currency conversion. Now, as you can see here, I have those two measures that is in euro currency. And if we roll to the bottom here, we can see that I have those two columns showing me the value in two different currencies. Imagine if I have to apply this to all of the other measures, including the time frames, month to date, and the other ones. Imagine how many measures we would have right now on the dashboard. So let's see how to do this. First thing, let's already copy the DAX formula and create a new calculation group here. Calculation group, new calculation group, and I'm gonna call it euro rate. Then paste just this, and I will just replace this for selected measure. Remember that, right? Let's give it again another proper name. Column, I'm gonna see euro. Now, just for reference, look at the number here and see if it's going to be equal to that other one in euro. Let's include this as a page filter page. And that value is the same as the previous value on the floor. But you have noticed that this calculation has been applied to all measures, and that's not what we want to do. So now we are going to include a conditional statement there to avoid this. So let's go. Go back here and include an if condition. If a selected measure total spend, that one an average price by item, then you do the rate. Otherwise, you just repeat the selected measure. Let's see if it did work. Then everything looks normal here, and we have now those items converted to euro. And now our third example of how apply calculation group is solve one little problem we have here now on our dashboard. If we are talking about euros, it's convenient that we use the euro formatting for those numbers. Let's gonna do this. Let's go back to our calculation group, a new calculation group, and now you're gonna hit that button here. The box has changed. You're gonna fill that with the formatting string. Let's see how it is. Let's give a proper name again. It's going to be apply euro format. Calculation column is going to be format, and calculation group is going to be CG calculation euro format. Let's drag the euro format column here. Now you're going to apply the euro format. Another problem, again, we did add the conditional statement to prevent this. So let's gonna do this right now. Let's go back, click on our calculation item, edit, and now my conditional. Same thing as before. That's now it. We have everything working just fine. And you can see that it is not applying to the total spend in euro measure because we did not include this on the conditional statement that we wrote. Now I can get rid of that one. Now let's go to our fourth and last example. Let's go to the top. And we are seeing that we have two dates here, the creation date and the purchase date. Those dates I have already connected to my calendar table. These are on the fact table. And let me show you, I have one of the relationships active and the other one is negative. So the context of the calendar table is applying only for the purchase date, which is the column that I choose to be the primary one, the main one. Now see that I have those measures here. They are just for that. Let's go and create a new calculation group. And I'm going to call that item to creation date. Simple calculate, selected measure, use relationship. They are already connected, remember that. Creation date, that one. So let's create the purchase date item. It's gonna be just the selected measure, right? Again, let's give it a name. It's creation date. Publish group limits. She creation date. And since that one is already dates from calendar, let's rename this, that one. Let's remove this, creation date. Let's make it a single selection filter. So the purchase date, creation date, and now we have our dashboard done. So thank you for watching and see you next time.